Hello everyone, a very good evening. Welcome to the first class of our foundation batch for the JAIIB May-June 2025 foundation batch RBWM paper. So this is the demo class for our foundation batch. Today we'll be discussing about the basics of a retail banking and wealth management paper. What will be our strategy starting from today to qualify our exam in the May-June 2026 exam cycle. So I am Anshul, your JAIB mentor, and I have a master's in economics, and I'll be teaching IEIFS in bilingual medium, RBWM in English medium. I have qualified the JAIIB exam and UGC net, and I have 6+ years of experience. Talking about the RBWM paper, the result in this November December cycle, here you can see so many aspirants they have qualified the retail banking and wealth management paper and their JAIIB in the very first attempt. You can see scores 60 plus, 70 plus. Some have even scored as high as 76, 72. They found the paper easy, 60, 68. They saw that our teaching was structured and they were able to qualify the exam. This is just a glimpse. There are many more aspirants who have qualified the JAIIB and their RBWM paper in their very first attempt. In their very first attempt. So, we are going to do the same thing. We'll be starting early. Our classes in the foundation batch are starting from this Sunday, and we will be covering in detail each and every topic, each and every unit, module wise of a retail banking and wealth management paper. This is just a glimpse. Talking about the expected, this is again the result for the November 2025 cycle. You can see scores as high as 280 out of 400, 267, 267, and there are many more aspirants beyond this screen who have cleared their exam. Now, talking about the expected dates of the JAIIB May 2026, the registration would probably complete by February. Then your first paper is IEIFS, which is expected on 3rd of May. Then your second paper is PPB, probably 10th of May. AFM on 17th, and then 24th, which is your RBWM. RBWM is your fourth paper. The paper pattern for all of these four papers, that are your four compulsory papers, is the same. Total marks 100, out of which you need to qualify, you need to score 50 plus in each to qualify the paper, or the second category, second criteria is getting aggregate 200 plus across all the four papers. So if you have 45 plus in each and total 200 plus, then also you will qualify your JIB exam. Now here in this aggregate, retail banking and wealth management plays a very important role because it is the most scoring paper out of your four. The most scoring paper, it is, I would say it is rather comparatively easy. Why? Because you'll be dealing with your daily banking, right? The various deposit products, asset products, remittance product, credit and debit card. The numerical portion is there, very simple. All of these things are there in your RBWM paper. And if you are consistent with your preparation, you can definitely score 60 plus in this fourth paper. All right. Now the exam pattern, like I told you, the total marks will be 100. The number of question might vary. You will have 2 hours for these 100 mark questions. Questions can be of zero point 0.5 mark, 1 mark and 2 mark question. Zero point 0.5 mark questions are mostly factual. Factual questions are there. 1 mark questions, case study based question, and 2 mark questions, numerical questions were asked in the RBWM paper. Even I had attempted the paper, so I know the type of questions asked, the level of difficulty that was there, the different formats that were there. Mostly the questions were case study based. They were scenario based. The institute gave you a scenario, and then you had to see, okay, this should be the appropriate answer. Multiple selection questions were there. right? So the paper will be of 2 hour duration, completely objective, and there is no negative marking, so we don't need to leave any question behind thinking that we don't know the answer. At least we will make a calculated guess. How much do you need to pass? At least 50 out of 100 in all the 4 papers, or 45 marks in each subject and achieve 50% across all the subject, right? So if you score 200 plus out of 400, even if you do not have 50 plus in any of the paper, but you have 45 plus, and in another paper you can score, let's say, 55 plus, then also you will qualify, and you are going to retain the credits. So if you have already qualified one paper in a cycle, you need not give it again in the next cycle. However, this overall aggregate criteria will work only if you give all your 4 papers in the single attempt, not your first attempt, but your single attempt, right? It can be any attempt, just that all the 4 papers should be attempted all together. Okay, so these are the basic things about your papers. Now coming to your retail banking and wealth management syllabus, because this is the foundation batch. Right now you are starting your preparation. So before you start, you should know about the syllabus, the types of questions asked, the difficulty level, so that you can strategize, you can plan accordingly. How much time do you need for your RBWM paper on a regular basis? So there are 5 modules total in your RBWM paper. Module A is Retail Banking Introduction, an introduction to retail banking, where we will be studying about the basics. What is retail banking, the role within bank operations, profit, profitability, the difference between retail and corporate banking. If we talk about the weightage, so this time also the weightage of module A wasn't very much. You can expect around 10 to 15 mark questions from module A. Then we have module B, which has the highest weightage, retail products and recovery. So you'll be studying about the liability side products, asset side products, remittance products, credit and debit cards, the prepaid payment instruments, RTGS, NEFT. Many topics here are repeated in the PPB paper as well. Same topics are there. So from this module B, you can expect 30, minimum 30 mark questions. Then module C again is very simple, around 5 to 10 mark questions from module C. But this time in this exam cycle of November, module C questions were there. Support services like the delivery channels, delivery models, marketing, marketing information system, customer relationship management. Questions like which of the following will be followed for improving the customer relationship? Which of the following would have a negative impact on the customer relationship? What are the service requirements in tangibility, in assurance, in reliability? Question statement, multiple selection format were there. Then you have the module E, which is again very important. You can expect 30 mark questions from module D as well. So many questions were there in the exam from the different investment products, right? The different investment products. So questions were there from debt market, from equity, different types of bonds were asked, government bonds, revenue bonds. Question from portfolio management services was there, depository services by banking was there. Tax planning is again very important. And then last module is the module E, additional reading material on home loan, from which again numerical questions were asked. Very simple, direct numerical questions from the time value of money, the annuity, ordinary annuity and annuity due, future value, present value, sinking fund, depreciation. Very simple questions, easy 2 mark questions were there from our module E. Again, you can expect 10 to 15 mark questions from module E. So we are not going to skip any module, right? If we prepare the module A, E, and C, then also we can qualify the exam. But skipping a module is not a wise decision. Why? Because we do not know how the institute will increase the weightage. Like in this exam cycle, the weightage of module C was increased. More questions were there from module C, although it is the most simple module. Okay, so this is the weightage, the priority. The highest priority is module B and D, 60% of the paper from module B and D. Remaining 40% comes from A, C, and E. Highest module A, module B, then second highest weightage module D, third highest weightage module A and E, and then we have module C. Okay. Now the types of questions asked in your RBWM paper, you will have direct MCQs with four options, but it will be of only zero point 0.5 marks. Numerical questions are there, limited topics like the concept of return on assets, return on equity, branch profitability, gross profit, net profit, and operating profit. These numericals are there from module A. Then from module E, numericals are there in the time value, future value, sinking fund, and depreciation. So numerical questions are asked. Again, multiple selection type questions were asked in the scenario based. A scenario was given that this and this is the particular situation. The bank needs to take a decision. What will be the correct decision? Right? So you'll need to choose from the given statement. And case study based questions have the highest weightage, not just in your RBWM paper, but in all the four papers. All right, so you need to prepare accordingly. Conceptual clarity is very important. If you think that you will just practice the questions, MCQs, and it will be enough for you to qualify the exam, that is not the case. You need to understand all the concepts, all the important topics thoroughly. You need to understand them, grasp the concept. Only then you will be able to qualify your exam. This has been made very clear by the institute, and it is changing the difficulty level, the types of questions. This is the syllabus. The topics which are important must do topics from your RBWM paper. From module A, you need to understand the meaning of retail banking. How is it different from corporate banking? Branch profitability. You'll be studying about the horizontal model, vertical model, predominantly horizontal, predominantly vertical. You'll be studying about the SBU and the departmental approach. SBU question was there. Module B, the product development process, the four stages, customer requirements, Maslow's theory was asked, credit scoring, liability products, asset products, credit and debit card, remittance product. From module C, it is mostly case study, right? Marketing, delivery channels. So you'll be studying about the UPI, internet banking, mobile banking, branch model, business correspondent model, customer relationship management, the BCSBI service standards and marketing information system. Module D is all the four units are important. Importance of wealth management, where you will be studying about the different types of products, investment management, portfolio management, wealth management, investment management, tax planning, the various tax saving schemes available, Section 80C, double E, and other financial services like the sovereign gold bonds, India gold coins, Atal Pension Yojana, depository services, mutual fund services, factoring services, and finally the module E, which is additional reading material. What is the criteria for a bank to approve a home loan? How the EMI is decided, then how much interest will be paid, whether a loan will be uh, approved for a person or not, housing finance and tax planning. If I am paying loan, if I'm taking a loan for a house and I'm paying the interest on it, I'm also repaying the principal. What deductions can I claim? Deductions available for a first time home buyer, deductions available for a joint home loan, mortgage advice, numericals are there, valuation of real property, theory, numerical, both. Okay, so these are the must do topics. Now we will move on to the must do topics only when we have once thoroughly completed the syllabus. So that thoroughly completion of the syllabus you are going to get in the Foundation batch. The name of this batch for which we are here is known as the foundation batch, in which first we will complete the syllabus. We will not skip any module. That is why we will start with module A, B, C, D, and E. Just because module C is simple, we will not skip it because questions are asked. We will also practice the mock tests. You will be getting full length mock test. Once a module is complete, you can practice one mock test to analyze your preparation. Exam specific notes. If you follow the books, the that is true. The questions will never come out of the book. Syllabus is there in the book. But whatever is given there, it is not in a systematic format. It will take a lot of time for you to cover the syllabus from the book. Thus, you should follow the exam specific notes for study and revision. And revision is very important, right? Once you complete a module, you need to re-revise it so that you can grasp the concept. And during revision, if you find any topic difficult, then you can definitely come and ask me. I will repeat it again. So this is the strategy for your next exam cycle in 2026. Now, that is all about the RBWM paper. Before I end the session, I would like to give you an idea about how we are going to study. So, let us start with the first unit of our module A. First unit of our module A, retail banking and introduction. So, what is the meaning of retail banking? Retail means individual. So, providing the banking products and services to the individuals, that is retail banking. All right, that is retail banking. Wholesale banking means providing the products and services, banking to the corporate customers, the business classes, right? And retail means reaching out, providing the services to the mass segment. So that is retail banking. Now, when we talk about retail banking, first stage of retail banking is mass retail banking, and second stage is class retail banking. Hello. Okay, yes. Please wait for a minute. I will tell you how you can join. See, simply all you need to do is go on the Oliveboard platform. There's the foundation batch. You'll get it on top. Select the foundation batch. I will also tell you the code that you can use and get more than 50% off on your subscription. I'll get to it by the end of this video. Do not worry. There's also the link in the description box that will take you to the Oliveboard platform. Okay, so the name of this batch is Foundation Batch, and there's a Super Elite plan, which is even better. So just give me 10 more minutes and then we will get to it. All right. Okay, so the first stage is mass retail banking, catering to the mass segment, the large segment. So, first, the bank wants to create a clientele for themselves. So, they'll be selling standardized products, the core products to all the customers. These core customers, the high net worth individuals, will be selected. Now, this also comes under the customer relationship management. From these large customer base, now we will go to the class retail banking, in which the selected clientele is there. To this selected clientele, the high net worth individuals, the profitable segment, to them we will sell our tailor-made services, customized services. Okay, so tax planning, retirement planning, portfolio management, these come under the products under class retail banking. So we start with the target clientele, which is common masses. Slowly we graduate through a stage, and now it is known as class retail banking. Okay, mass retail banking providing standardized products to the customers, trying to build a broad customer base to provide a stable source of funding. From where do the banks get their income? From the loans that they create, and they earn interest, but this is limited because they cannot charge a very high interest because of the regulatory prescriptions of RBI, plus the market competition. So if they charge a very high interest, the customer will move to another bank offering a lower interest, right? Thus, if they want to augment their income, they will have to increase their fee-based services. They can offer these fee-based services only to the high net worth or the affluent client, right? So in the first stage, we are trying to build a stable source of funding. Then in the second stage, we are trying to increase our fee-based income. So customized products and services targeted at the niche customer segment, that is the high net worth individuals. All right. So retail banking can be mass retail banking and it can be class retail banking. When the bank offers the services only to the niche customers to the high net worth segment, then it is known as a private banking. This segment is known as private banking. So remember the stages, remember the characteristics. We start with mass retail banking, standardized products to the mass customer, to the large customer group, stable source of funding. Then from that customer group, we select the high net worth individuals. To them, we sell our customized products tailor made. More involvement is there, customization is there, so we can demand a fee from them, right? So these are the two stages, mass retail banking and class retail banking. Then, what does retail banking provide? All the banking products and services. See, retail banking involves multiple products. Multiple products on the asset side, liability side, and the third party products. Bank also act as brokers. They sell insurance product and mutual fund product. Banks, they also set up subsidiaries with risk participation. Multiple products are there. Then multiple delivery channels are there, not just branch, not just digital banking, but a combination of both that will satisfy the customers. So anytime, anywhere, anyway banking, doorstep banking, ATMs, mobile, internet banking, business correspondence. There are multiple delivery channels and there are multiple customer segments. Customer segment will be individual, high net worth, affluent, super affluent, depending upon their annual income. Customer segment also depends upon other factors other than their income, the geography where they are living, the demographics, their age, the source of income, whether they are salaried class or they're self-employed. Okay, so services will include all of these services: savings, current account, mortgages, personal loans, to the local community banks, division of large commercial bank. Fintech companies are also there. Retail banking, individuals are catered. Apart from individuals, small businessmen, MSME are also the target of retail banks. Okay, so these are the things that retail banking provides. What are the characteristics of retail banking? I hope it is already clear. Banking, where the focus is on individual customers and small organization. Now the individual customers, they have a diversified portfolio. They will need a savings bank account. They will also need a bank mobile app. They will also need tax planning, or they would want to invest. They would want treasury services, check clearing. Okay, so they have diversified portfolio. We are focusing on the mass market segment covering the large population, the products to the various customer categories. Customers will that belong to the lower income group, affluent class, super affluent, high net worth, ultra high net worth. The delivery model is both physical and virtual. Physical model are the branches, they are the business correspondents. Within the branch, beyond the branch also are there. Direct selling agents are there. Then virtual channels, internet banking, mobile banking, and phone banking. Now, internet banking, the UPI can also be provided to the feature phone users. So that also we need to study. And the services are extended to the small and medium size businesses as well. Apart from the individuals, we provide services to the small and medium size business as well. What are the advantages of retail banking? There is a large customer base, So the risk will be widespread. Not all the customers are going to be risky, only a few of them are risky. But if we conduct a proper credit scoring, due diligence, KYC, we can reduce the risk to a large extent. Then the customer loyalty will be strong. Why? Because if I am availing a savings bank product from a bank, I am satisfied with the service. Why would I look to another bank for availing a home loan? I already have a good relationship. I trust the service. The officers have a good behavior. So I will choose the same bank for availing a loan. Attractive and wide interest spread. Why? Because the customers are too fragmented. Large number of customers, they cannot bargain for a lower rate of interest. Corporate customers can. Why? Because they're taking a large quantum of loan, plus they are small in number, so they can bargain for a lower rate of interest. Retail customers cannot. And there is less volatility. There will always be demand for a home loan, a car loan, personal loans, always education loan. As compared to corporates, corporates would want more loan when the business cycle is in boom, right? And when the business cycle is going down, there's a recession, the demand for loan will not be there. So there is less volatility in the retail side. Large number of clients can be managed using scoring system, data mining, mass selling. All of these things are there. So these are the advantages. Like this, we are going to cover our whole syllabus. I will provide you point by point notes. I will tell you which points are important for you for your exam. If we talk about the types of questions that were asked, this is a type of numerical. Here you need to calculate the profitability, right? So there are three levels of profit: gross profit, operating profit, and net profit. You will be studying it in your unit 4 of your module A, right? How to calculate the gross profit? You will be using the formula cost of goods sold minus the sales minus the cost of goods sold. Operating expenses from the gross profit minus the operating expenses, that is operating profit. Then net profit from the operating profit minus the interest and taxes. We are not solving the MCQs right now because we have not covered the topic yet. But yes, numerical questions are there, very simple numerical question which are of 2 marks. So easy 2-mark question. Then another scenario is given. This is from tax planning. Here you are given that contribution is made towards NPS under section 80 CC, also paying medical insurance. What is the total deduction that this person can claim? So like this, a scenario can be asked. Scenario based, case study based questions are also there. This question was there. We had practiced the same question in our marathon sessions one day before your RBWM paper. And the same question was there in your exam, right? Regarding the SMA classification. So there were given various situations, like there was a particular account A had remained overdue for these many days, B had remained overdue for these many days, C had remained overdue for these many days. What will be the category under SMA or doubtful or NPA? What will be the provisioning requirement? And it came in the multiple selection. So the various accounts are given, the various possibilities are given, and the multiple selection options are given. You had to select which of these following scenarios are true. Okay, so for this, again, you need conceptual clarity and numerical question, again, future value of annuity. This is from your module E. Very simple question. A formula is used for calculating the future value, the present value of annuity and annuity due. So this is just to give you a brief introduction about the types of questions that are asked in your exam. Now, why do you need to start from the foundation? Because you need conceptual clarity. Before we move on to solving these type of questions, you need the conceptual clarity. You need to understand the theory and concepts behind it. If you want to answer the question related to the SMA, you need to understand what are the special mention account. It will reduce your revision load. Why? Because you have time. You have the whole month of December, January, February, March, April. You have a lot of time in your hand if you start your preparation right now. You'll get higher accuracy in case studies and numericals because we'll also be having practice sessions. You will stay ahead of the exam cycle. Last minute preparation tension will not be there, right? It will be ideal for you because we'll be having classes on a daily basis in the non-banking hours. And this is a proven strategy by the top rankers. Everyone who has scored more than 60, 70 marks in their RBWM paper, I provided them the same strategy. We followed the same path in the foundation batch. Okay, so these are the key highlights. You'll get case studies on a daily basis, smart practice tools, complete syllabus coverage. You can download the PDF, the class notes. That will be again in English, plus your explanation will also be in English in this English medium batch. You can download the video and watch it offline. Content, explanation, everything in detail you are going to get in this particular batch, and it is included in your JAIIB Super Elite Plan. Why do I suggest you to take the Super Elite Plan? Because here in this, all the courses are included. The basic foundation level, crash, cracker, capsule, summary, everything is included. MCQ practice and marathon classes, memory based PYPs you are going to get based on the October 2024, May 2025, and now also November 25 exam cycle. You'll get notes, case studies, numericals, and module wise test. You will also get access to the community connect. So if you have any doubt, any query, you can tag me there and ask your questions. And if you join the batch right now, then you can use the code CHAMP and avail flat 58% off on your JAIIB plans. So simply go on the Oliveboard website, or you can download the app from the Play Store, and you can get the batch. All right, so all the batches are available. Go for the super elite plan. You'll have access to all the batches that we are going to have for your JAIIB preparation. Use this code CHAMP to get 58% off. We are starting the classes from Sunday itself, right? Your classes for RBWM will be daily at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. so that you do not miss any of the live class. Non-banking hours are followed. And on weekends, on Sunday, probably you'll be having your classes in the morning. Okay, so that is all from my side. Those who have joined us on the YouTube platform, make sure that you like the video, share the video, you subscribe to the channel of Oliveboard JIBCIB English Medium. Now, tell me, do you have any queries regarding your RBWM paper, regarding the course, anything at all? Then you can ask. Any questions, then you can ask. All right, then. So make sure that you join the Super Elite plan and you start your preparation because we are starting the classes on Sunday. Do not fall behind in your preparation. Make sure that you thoroughly and be consistent in your preparation so that you qualify the JIB paper in your very first attempt. And I assure you, if you are consistent, if you follow the strategy, you will get the paper. You will definitely qualify your exam. So thank you so much for attending, and I will see you in the live classes. Thank you. Good night. Take care and all the best. Thank you.